The thing that I think that was most glaring is where are our linebackers at? I mean, I know they can't do much if the D lineman is getting pushed into their laps, and that's something we have to stop between Yaya Black and Cam and who's the other D tackle? Keanu Benton. Where do we fix that? I know we're waiting on Harmon to come back, but I don't know if one person is going to fix this. Where are the issues mainly with that interior, that defense?
When you look at this run defense on where you are now, if you go back and look, man, it's been bad for a number of weeks, including last year. When you look at just where they were at last year with Baltimore, 299 yards in the playoff game, you saw 180 against the Jets, and here you are now with the Seahawks. So that's something that, can one person fix that? Possibly, but again, he's not here. We don't know what that looks like as far as his timeline, but we can almost anticipate that it could be a couple more weeks. And if that's the case, whoever is in there on that defensive line, again, you're losing Isaiah Loudermilk because he's out with a high ankle sprain. So you're going to have another new defensive lineman. Those guys have to control the double teams to make sure that these linebackers can flow. They're not thumpers. They're not coming downhill and they're going to now knock the socks off. Their strength of this linebacker group is speed with Peyton Wilson and Patrick Queen. If they're not able to use that speed, we don't know what's going to happen. But here's the one thing that, again, we may be looking at another shuffle in that linebacker group. Patrick Queen, took a nice shot to his ribs, and he struggled from the moment that he got hit in the ribs through the rest of the game. I know he's going to be sore the rest of this week. How is that going to impact him moving forward? So that's something I'm going to pay attention to.
And if I'm not mistaken, Mark Robinson, he's on IR now. He was the thumper, I guess. At least he showed that penchant during the preseason. Is there something that Cole Holcomb can do in the interim? Can he help this group out with more playing time?
Yeah, and he, last couple of years, he was battling injuries, but it looks like he's recovered from that very well and had a really good preseason. They spilled him in the game a little bit when Patrick Queen went out for a couple of plays, but then once he entered back into the game, we didn't see much of Cole Holcomb at the linebacker position. But to your question, yes, he can possibly be that. Obviously, just a rotation. They switch it up in that middle of the field. They have to, because they have to look to do something differently. They're giving up, 27 points over the last probably 5 or 6 games, and then here right now they're giving up 31 points on from that defense. And if you heard Mike Tomlin or any of the sound bites that he was talking about coming into the season, he said this defense could potentially be historic. But Jerry Dulac from the Post-Gazette said it's not historic, it's more like prehistoric. So that is something
bars, Jerry, huh?
Yes, he did. So that was something that I'm sure this defense will read in those headlines. And now it's up to them to do something about it, because you're going to face a physical team as you head up to New England facing a Mike Vrabel team.